Hey Crush, here's your weekly video for the week. Hope everybody had a great Halloween, or actually when I release this, hope you're gonna have a great Halloween. November's coming already. I can't believe that the year's almost over. Can't believe it's almost 2022. Yeah, sometimes I feel old. That made me feel old. All right, really quick first announcement. One, I have the sign-up sheet up at the front desk. It's been decorated by our friend Wells. Did a nice little decoration job, but I'm just trying to get a feel for who's going to work out, so I kind of know, just so we know if we need to have, like, for logistics, do I need to have a lot of space, do I need to have little space, what do I need to know? So if you want to work out, it's going to be a partner workout. You can bring family, friends that don't do CrossFit. If you want to, whatever, it's going to be, there'll be no, like, snatches, no heavy deadlifts. It'll be a good workout. There'll be obviously scaling options. We can always scale the stuff. So if you have a spouse, something like that, or maybe even an older kid that wants to work out with you, to sign up for that. And then also, if you want to come and eat, so I know how much food to buy. I really don't know how many people are going to come on a Friday night. I know when we had the open, we had a lot of people come, and I kind of get a sense because we have a lot of people participating in the open. So I'm not sure if a lot of people will come on Friday night or not, on a middle of November Friday night. So please sign up for that. And then lastly, if you want to bring something to eat, there's a sign-up sheet here too for potluck stuff too, so we don't have everybody bringing a bunch of drinks or just a bunch of desserts. We have kind of a spread. So please sign up for that. That's November 12th. So in a few weeks, we'll work out around 5-ish on that Friday night, and then we will barbecue around 6 and just hang out and have a good time Friday. And then also remember, December 11th, we'll have our Crush Christmas party at Launchpad Brewery. Just come hang out, have a good time, bring a white elephant gift. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you on December 11th. All right, just getting into the workouts for the week. Monday is going to be a long one. There's 6,000 total meters worth of rowing, quite a few power snatches, pull-ups, and we're going really heavy over the head kettlebell swings on Monday. And then Tuesday, we're going to get into something, an extra credit. I'm over here because we're going to do some face pulls, but we're going to work on the bear complex. So it's going to be EMOM. So a real bear complex, I always put bear complex in parentheses, because a real bear complex is you do a power clean. You cannot do a squat clean. You have to do a power clean, stand it up, do a front squat, and then get that bar over the shoulder. You can do a thruster if you wanted to do that motion, but otherwise you can do a front squat, put that bar over your head into behind your neck, do a back squat, bring it back overhead. In a real bear complex, you have to do that complex, power clean, front squat, shoulder overhead to your back squat, bring it back over. You have to do that 7 times without ever letting go of the bar, which means whenever you go to the ground, you have to touch and go and bring it back up. 7 in a row. It's a really, it's a tough complex. So I say bear complex in that we're only going to do 2 reps of it. So you're going to do a power clean, a front squat, shoulder overhead, back squat, bring it back over, touch and go, clean or power clean, a front squat. If you do clean it, if it gets so heavy you have to do a full clean, you have to stand it up and do a second front squat over the shoulder, so on and so forth. It's going to be EMOM where we build in that. So I just put bear complex in parentheses because we're not doing a full bear complex. We're essentially doing 2/7 of one. And then we're going to get into a really short little workout with some barbell, with some deadlifts, some power cleans, and shoulder overhead, kind of mixing in with what we just did the bear complex, with some dumbbell stuff as well. But then we're going to have extra credit. I'm going to try to mix in more muscle isolation type stuff in the extra credit. I think building that kind of, if we work muscles in a more controlled manner and muscle isolation kind of stuff, hopefully helps us get stronger and it helps us keep our joints safe. And one of the things I'm going to just show really quick is one of the things we're going to do is a face pull. So face pull doesn't mean like I'm not going to pull on my face, but you might see people in the Globo Gym do these on the cable. We're going to do it with a band. You grab a band, you put it pretty high on the rig, because essentially I'm going to end up pulling this towards my forehead, is where I'm going to pull towards. So as I get up here, I'm going to put my elbows up real high. They're not going to be down here low, they're going to be really high, and I'm going to take this band and I'm going to pull it towards my forehead. So this is what you call a face pull. And if those elbows really high and pulling back, it's really going to work the back of your shoulders, the upper part of your back. Some of the stuff I try to do when we do some of this muscle isolation type stuff is works on the muscles that don't get worked very often in CrossFit. And while we do some pulling, it's usually in the form of a pull-up. We don't usually do a whole lot of pulling this direction, other than when I'm a rower. So I try to do bent over rows. In fact, part of the extra credit today is bent over rows, trying to work the back of those shoulders, keeping those safe for all the, for pull-ups, mainly for pull-ups. That way we don't hurt our shoulders when we do pull-ups. On Wednesday, we have a long EMOM with kind of a choose your own adventure. It has some bench press. In fact, we have bench press twice this week in extra credit form. Makes it a really, really great week if you ask me. But bench press, you pick the weight, some lunges, biking and rowing, and then extra credit with some abs. On Thursday, we do a strength part where some cleans and some shoulder overhead, and then we have a 15-minute AMRAP with double unders. I think you're gonna start seeing more. I saw something that made a lot of sense to me where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense really anymore when somebody, if I have 30 double unders, to make people do 90 single unders. There's really no rhyme or reason to it other than you're punishing somebody for not doing double unders, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. So you're gonna start seeing a lot more often where if we have double unders, it's probably just gonna be a 1-for-1 anymore single unders. So if you want to try to get double unders, more power to you, but I'm not gonna punish you if you don't have double unders. I think that makes sense. So anyway, today's there's in the 15-minute AMRAP, one has single unders, one has double unders. It's 30 for both in the AMRAP, so it's not a lot. And then on Friday, we have tempo front squats. So I kind of teased these last week for the classes I coached. It's a really, really, really long tempo, but we're only doing one at a time. And there's no pause, but it's gonna be really challenging. I think it's gonna be super, super hard to maintain for the duration of the tempo. And then the AMRAP, we have an AMRAP of, you do 1 power snatch, 2 overhead squats, 2 power snatch, 4 overhead squats. So it kind of builds. We haven't done an AMRAP like that in a while. Usually those get pretty nasty. And then extra credit, more bench, but it's supposed to be really light bench today, moving really fast. And then some push-ups on a med ball to kind of hit those triceps. And that is your week. Have a good week.